Alright, evening everybody. You basically know who I am already, but anyway, here we are. Search us down there, name's also at the bottom there. Welcome to another live stream, welcome to a new week, where hopefully I will not be as drained. Now, you saw what I did last time round. For those recapping, I tried to go through all the cuts in one go with one machine. I found out that I overexerted myself. Which meant I couldn't do the stuff on Friday. We're here for a new week. Yeah, good evening, James. Yes, one thing we must do, though, is talk about Belgium. I mean, it was always a repeat of 4 years ago. And when it did eventually go on, you probably saw the rest. Well, in part, yeah. But not entirely. First, initially, yeah, but then they left it a little bit too long to get it started, is what I'm saying. And it messed up those who changed the wet setups. Had they gone earlier, they would have been alright. I would say only about 25 minutes tops, but not that much. I compromised Lewis because he changed it a little bit, didn't he? Yeah, 20 minutes earlier, which would be the equivalent of about 10 laps. He probably would have been alright, halfway. And also, it would have been fine. It's not so much that, it's that also Lando messed up a bit, didn't he? Yeah, and then after that, yeah, I was saying because my mother was watching it with me. I was saying the same thing. He can't do anything because he hasn't got the speed to be able to get there, even with DRS. So there's not really a lot you can do for Celestin. He gets a bit of ahead of himself, doesn't he? But he lost it at the actually at the start when Oscar got past him, and there Oscar was able to control the race. And then Lando didn't do himself any favours with the errors he was doing, because he was trying to make up the deficit from being on a harder compound, which was actually the correct play. It's just that Lando didn't have enough pace to chip into the damage of Oscar, and those 3 errors really compounded it. Indeed it is. And Spa is a tough track at the best of times, especially, but with its recent history, I think the FIA are more of discretion the better part of valor when it comes to these big decisions in the bad weather. Yeah, I get that. For me, it was just like sitting, waiting for something to happen. It was like waiting for something to happen, and then it just doesn't. No, they don't. But it's a bit like those regulations in general. They just don't suit F1. Yeah, Hungary this weekend, and the weather doesn't go away, does it? I think if Lewis has a bad weekend here, then we definitely know something's wrong. Because I was saying to Mother on yesterday that Hungary is, aside from Silverstone, his best track. And if he doesn't perform well there this weekend, then there's definitely something not right. But that's next week. And that is next week. Anyway, back to the stream for today. Oh yeah, no, we're carrying on a little bit because both me and James are F1 fans, and we were reminiscing, just going back over the Belgian Grand Prix this weekend. At least it wasn't 2021 where you only got one racing lap. Fortunately, I wasn't there at that time. I was watching motorcycles at Silverstone on that particular day. So, what's the plan today? It's Grand Prix mode. We're going back there again. Yeah, we're going back because we need to do this properly. We are going to be doing the Ruby Cup this time around with the machines. When I tried to do it on Thursday, no, it wasn't Thursday, it was Tuesday, I tried to do all 5 cups back to back, and it absolutely exhausted me. So I'm not going to do that again. So from the start, I'll be starting from the top row, going left to right, second row left to right, third row left to right, and then fourth row left to right. I'll be doing all the X machines first, and then I'll be buying the rest of the machines, say your Dart Schneiders and your X machines. Actually, do I do that for... Actually, I don't have the tickets to do that, so let's just jump into Master Mode. Let's get on with the Ruby Cup, and let's get started. But yeah, aside from that, it was alright. Yeah, it's all slowly coming back to me though, James. It's all slowly coming back. Where I was previously, skill-wise. But trying to find that extra level is going to be difficult. Oh, I need to be careful of that. Okay. I didn't quite get the edge on the second one. Let's start that. The idea is to try and win all the races. Also, I've got the Retro Achievements account uploaded, so loaded up, so you'll be seeing stuff on the Retro Achievements side, which is nice to see. Unfortunately, I should have done that before I started. Yes, I did actually. I know Yoss is a sleazy sort of guy anyway, given his history, so I wouldn't touch him with a barge pole. But I think a little bit of his upbringing is actually scars from his own failed career. Well, I wouldn't say fail, because he still made it to F1. But looking back at it, I think he got into F1 too soon, and he had the wrong teammate. Hey, to start off his career. But I'm not sympathizing with him. I'm just saying, I'm just giving you an alternate thought process like I usually do, which is not the norm. Yeah, but there's a lot of details missing. No. Yeah, it was a bit. Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, I also had an argument with a door as well for good measure, which doesn't help. So I am playing. My finger is playing a little bit hurt. So Sand Ocean Surface side next up. Let's go. The architecture of this place is amazing. Black Shadow really wants me. I have a feeling that R button is sticking again. I need to do something about it. But I can manage for the stream. It's fine. I can just turn it off. It is going to be a bit of an annoyance later on though, so it's something to be aware of. I still think it's just dirt in the system. That's all it is. It definitely feels like this. It's not quite how I'd like it to be though. It's mainly the right hand side. Uh-oh. Always have to keep on the eye on the about. Hey, that sand thing has got it done. Yeah, that's definitely a lot closer than it needed to be, and I got the breakdown finish, which sometimes you're gonna have to do. Move across now. Let's go. Pico's really having causing a few issues here. Whoa, what the? Gore as well? It seems like everybody's after each other for some reason. Someone's out already. So we're just making sure we get through this safe. I hit the wall twice. I need to be careful about that wall. Okay, you're doing alright. But let's just try and... That was not as smooth as it could have been, really. Alright, we got it done though, that's the main thing. But you wouldn't want to try a breakdown finish there because of the walls around you, because if you hit those walls around the start area, it's race over. But top multiplex, Aeropolis. It was there, of course, really, but anyway. How's the stream looking? It's looking fine at the moment. Still got to be keeping an eye on it though. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's still. I hit the wall slightly. It feels like it's still. It definitely feels like it's still sticking for some reason. It's more sensitive for this game. Of course, I got my little. Yeah, you've also got a little trophy thing as well because I've unlocked the Ruby Master, which is nice. You can just see it there. That's the retro achievements, by the way. Right. What's that? What do you do when you're out racing? Cheers, prize money. I'm a bounty hunter.
I see. Thank you for the interview. And that's all for Adrenaline-Driven F-Zero TV. That's it, everyone. We'll see you at the next Grand Prix.
It's funny you only get one question, though, isn't it?
F-Zero TV.
Funny that. Oh, we've still got more parts to buy, haven't we? Okay. Right, we've done the Falcon. Now let's move on to the Prix. Now this is a completely different machine to previously. Less grip, more power on the boost, and less durability on the body. This might be interesting. Well, here's the thing. One of the original Ford machines was an F-Zero initially, and then F-Zero X, now to GX. But its best incarnation is GP Legend Falcon ZZ, where it was regarded as one of the highest tier machines. I think only Night Thunder actually beat it. So in GP Legend, that's its best game. This isn't so kind to it. But let's play. Hey, you still got the 99 in you, haven't you? And I haven't played this machine for an exceptionally long time, so I will be doing this on the fly, as you probably will be seeing in a minute. As you can tell, the momentum turbo side is not as strong as Blue Falcon. I'm slower by about 10 miles an hour. So I have got to play this. Okay, so... Alright, so I think I have an idea what to do with this machine, actually. I don't need to use the shoulder button so often. So as long as I keep control with the control stick, I'll be alright. That was just a feel what the machine's going to be like. Now we're on to the split oval. I think it's the successor of High Speed from Silence and X. I always like that little moment for Dr. Stewart. He flicks his hair and says, "I'm ready, let's do this." That's the look that he gives. Not arrogant, he's just secure in his abilities. Which is what I could be. See, that was a good thing there. It held its speed quite well on the oval, but the trouble was I kept getting hit. Even though it's meant to be an A-rated boost, it doesn't feel it. That wasn't as good as a momentum rail side as I would have liked. Okay. I think Sand Ocean, the next track, is going to be where I've got to struggle here. It's going to be a struggle track. Well, here we go. Because you can't really do the momentum turbo side too well with this machine. Which is why I'm a bit on the concern side. Whoops. And any sort of hit, you're going in the wall. The reason why I'm not using the shoulder buttons is that I lose control of the machine if I do, so I'm using it sparingly. You see how easy I lost control there from just one hit. Oh, Black Shadow really want to be dead there. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get Gazelle here. Hey, first chance. Yeah, I tried, but ultimately it wasn't successful. Not a bad effort though, considering I have only jumped on this machine for a few minutes. Right, loop cross next up. Oh, get a room. Get a room, you two. Behave. Had to be done. Sorry, but not sorry. Oh, God. Yeah, they're sticking us a bit all again. Honestly, if you're enjoying the coverage, by the way, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, select all if you're watching on YouTube. On Twitch, please do consider following me so you get notified whenever I go live. The stream schedule is always on every Monday. Yeah, it doesn't feel as sticky this time. But yeah, I don't... this machine does suffer a bit. Which is why I'm not using the shoulder buttons as often. This is not a shoulder button favored machine. So I'm being careful. Don't invite me. Maybe I should just put this as derusting, a derusting playthrough, because I think that's what it is right now. Because I got the perfect score on Ruby. Just got the pitchforks. Oh. Fiddly-dee. That was definitely not my wisest move. You see, I'm using a lot of yeah, that didn't go as swimmingly as I would have liked there. You can't really use momentum turbo side at all with this machine. You're going to really rely on using your control stick. This is a control stick machine rather than anything else. That was too close of a call. If anyone saw that, you know what to do. Ah, not enough speed. Yeah, this is a fox which I don't know what I'm doing with. Now, take it carefully here because I almost fell off last time. Quite. It didn't need to be anything silly. All I had to do was just get it to the line. And I did that. So I can be happy with that performance despite surface side being surface side. It was always going to be unfavorable. So it's alright. It's fine.
You had quite an elite life as a doctor.
Who wants guaranteed success? All I'm interested in right now is the thrill of F-Zero.
I see. Thank you for the interview. And that's all for adrenaline-driven F-Zero TV. That's it, everyone. We'll see you at the next Grand Prix. F-Zero TV.
I have to put GX's AI above X's here. It's more of a okay sort of thing. I don't think humans can fly. Yeah, I didn't think so. Who knows? Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think humans could fly. You're not Icarus. No. Is that the one? Is that the one? Who's the one that decided to fly too close to the sun and ended up dropping down like a stone? I think that's Icarus. In Greek mythology. Yeah, don't do that. Anyway, now, let's move on to our next one. And I thought that was bad. We've got this bad boy. Okay, we are in a different completely kettle of fish. Do you know something? Do you know what? Between X and GX, this machine actually got an upgrade in the stats department. Yeah, honk indeed. The third of the 4 original machines. You know, originally Wild Goods was a BBC in terms of body boost grip, but here and every subsequent game afterwards, the body is now an A grade, which actually does make sense considering his profession. And yeah, and because of his profession, you don't want to mess with him. Yeah, so, yeah, this one's actually fine. This one's not full of nonsense, unlike a certain other organisation of a name with the same initials. Mind you, does that not really surprise me? This thing is strange. You see how weird this? It's more the handling aspects that's a little bit strange. And also, it doesn't get hardly any sort of speed with the boost. You see how weird that is? It's just weird. Yes, I won that one, but it's so weird. It's so strange to control. Black Shadow, we don't know what happened to him, but we definitely know he's done something. Oh, that felt strange. This machine in general is strange. I mean, it doesn't handle the way you expect it to handle. It's unorthodox, but it's unorthodox in an interesting and not so good way. Let's go. It's a... Where are you going? Oh, gosh. This... Yeah. Oh, yep. We're struggling. Yeah, we're struggling. Oh. Yeah, we're doing that again. I don't like this machine at all. Even though that was better, it feels pretty odd. And even then, that was a salvage job. And it took me 2 attempts. Yeah, I guess. But surface slide is where it's going to be at its most painful. Don't forget, you only get one spare machine on Masterclass. So I sense this is going to be a bit of a struggle. Okay, so we've got past the dip, fine. Oh, you! It's a good thing it was before the pit area, because otherwise that would have been a lot of issues. Okay, I think that tactic could work, but I need to be a little bit more... Oh, you stupid thing! Stupid! Quite honestly, how does anyone specialize in this machine? This machine is pretty low. Yeah, I've got no boost. I did so I could go again. Remember the 5 machine thing? 5 machines? 5 machines? You get an extra one. That's the only reason I went. I only did that so I could go again. Yeah, don't. Oh, no! Yeah, that doesn't work either. You see, I'm just trying to use anything at the moment just to try and keep myself competitive with this machine. Just doing anything at the moment. Managed to get a 5th, but I think I also, yeah, I did what I could, but I think I got Stuart off as well, so I got a 5th machine. Yeah, I did. So I've got 1 spare machine now for the rest of the card, which is good. Okay. So that's going to help me in the run. I think Loop Cross should be a bit easier for me. For me, Split Oval. They're the 2 difficult tracks I've got out of the way now. Now it's on to Loop Cross, where it should be a bit better. I think this machine suits more max acceleration than it does max speed. But that's just my thinking. But I'm a max speed sort of driver, so I won't have it any other way. Oh, bloody. Oh, flipping Nora. This is... So... Flipping Nora, this thing is difficult. Have to. It doesn't help with Black Shadow being, well, the evil king himself, isn't it? The evil ruler. It doesn't help. Oh, I got to... Yeah, spare machine. That's going to help me out enormously. Yeah, I'm having to do any sort of play here just to try and keep myself in... Well, really, just to keep my machine in play. So, just do the... Or don't do that, obviously. Miss. Just about got that done. Absolutely, yeah. Well, it wasn't. Actually, that's a bit of a white lie. It wasn't much easier. It was much worse. Well, it wasn't as bad, but it wasn't great. But we'll still take that win. I think when I've got more mileage over this machine, I should be able to do better. But don't forget, this is the first time I'm actually driving these. So it's not like I've jumped in, had practice with these machines before, or I have the knowledge and the know-how. This is one of the few times I've actually played Goose, and it's not a fun experience. That was because I just did something wrong there. I should have just let it slide. Oh, I hit... Yeah, I hit the wall again, which is not good. Ugh. Hitting the mine's going to help me out a little bit, but not by much. I keep doing that. Can I please? I'm definitely doing that one again, sorry. Yeah, that just did not go right at all there. Definitely doing that again. In fact, I'll probably do this cup again at some point. I'll do this machine again when I've got a bit more mileage underneath me. Because this is a struggle with a capital S. The next machine should be easier for me. It's almost like it's got a... It's almost like it's got a bee up its backside. Well, that's the only decent thing that's happened so far in this one. Well... And then that happens. I think when I did this originally, I didn't actually do the goose. You know, in a weird sort of way, I'm actually grateful I got those machines on Loop Cross and Surface Slide. I hate this machine. This handles worse than the... To be honest, this handles worse than the Fox. I'm not exaggerating. But yeah, this is just, I want to get home and not play this machine again for the rest of the evening. To be honest, I'm just glad I actually finished the cup. Eventually, yeah. Mutant Assassin a Turtle. It's because I've got retro achievements on there. You can only see them very briefly on the top left. You can just see it on the top left. I've got the retro achievements on now. I registered for it yesterday. Now let's have a look. You see this guy? He's absolutely petrified of Pico.
What are your plans for the next Grand Prix?
Next time, no one will make it home alive.
We're all looking forward to seeing you in your next GP race. Unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye on F-Zero TV. Goodbye, everyone, and keep on racing.
Oh, for goodness sake, Mr. Zero. It's not like he's a world-class assassin or anything. Get some new underwear. Mind you, he's wearing the wrong suit to interview Pico. But his movie, though. Just watch. Can't get that side. I know, it's actually one I think Pickers is one of the best movies. The other thing is though, Pico is just, his morals are ambiguous, so he just takes whatever job pays him. So that's about it really. Okay, so we got Pico out of the way. Let's do the next one. Fire Stingray. Samurai Goro. The only one out of the original four that is a Staff Ghost. Thought I had it in there. So we've got Twist Road again. Now, as you look at the accelerator curve, that is pretty accurate. It doesn't... No. I always pick original colors when I'm doing F-Zero GX. It's for the authenticity factor. Now this has got the highest top speed out of the original 4. But its acceleration does take it down. You see, once you're up to speed, look at this. That is pretty quick. I can't lose in my fire, Stingray. When I was much younger, I did actually like the fire. I did like playing as Fire Stingray. It doesn't have black. It doesn't have the black color, so I can't use Black Ray. It's got default pink, orange, green, or blue. The blue looks like he's the blue looks like he's just one of those fat. He just looks fat, and he's not from the UK. How did Gus go so far ahead? Yeah, that's a Dolphin thing. I do that so that I don't fly off. Yeah, we're pretty much straight on the P. We're straight away back up to speed on the Stingray. It's just a shame his AI is not as competent, because the machine is actually great. It's just a shame that its acceleration to start with is so slow, but once it gets up to speed, very few machines are going to catch him. I must remember I've got to tap in the direction I want to side attack him. Yeah, the Falcon's fight. I'm not. The fight with Falcon is not. The Falcon's not my fight. It's Gazelle who's my fight. Shall I just make it easier for myself? Oh, that's the first time I've done that. You know, the weird thing was I was overcompensating for my shoulder button press, and I just overdid it, unfortunately. Right, we've got to try this again, haven't we? Mind you, we can't do anything else, can we? I still don't know what on earth happened. I must have just gone too far to the left, and that was it. Bob's your uncle, you're down and out for the count, you got to do the whole thing again. Well, the base again, anyway. The only thing is, I had a better start last time round than I am here. Oh, you back, you. Black Shadow, you. Yeah, this guy doesn't... Hey, I don't know you, and yet you're still attacking me. Stupid git. At least I avoided that. I have to catch up with Gazelle. What is it doing? Don't know what happened there, but that was terrible. Tried, it didn't work. Unfortunately, I tried. Yeah, the idea was there, but I just wasn't there. I was just lucky to even finish the race, actually, to be honest with you. To be honest, we can actually just do this one again. Okay, so we did the goose. We've just had a bit of an issue with the last attempt, and now we're going again. The only reason I've chosen to re-attempt this one is because I know I can actually win all the races with this machine. That's the only reason. Oh, flip. That was a terrible MTRS, and I still managed to get it. That was not as clean as last time. I definitely know that as a fact. You know, I do actually like Gore's characterization in the anime, where he made him a... Well, he's still a thief at the end of the day, and he's still a bounty hunter, he's still a samurai, but they gave him a code of honor, which is a good thing. So he doesn't just recklessly robs people just for the sake of robbing them. Well, that didn't exactly work. I think there's still a bit of a slowdown. Well, we got across it this time round. Right, now it's back onto work. Now we're back to where we were, surface side. And that was a pain last time round. But we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go, shall we? Leon gets the worst of it big time. See, that was better. That was much better. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Had to be done. I'm not having that troublesome robot. I'm not having that problematic cybernetic robot get in the way this time around. Stop hitting the wall. Not even trying to, I'm not even going in for the crash out finish there. There wasn't any need to. Right. Now we're going on to the other track. Loop cross should be good for me. Its high top speed of the Stingray will push me through. It will definitely carry me through. So long as I get past the first section, of course. Where are you going? Oh, yeah, that didn't. Yeah, that didn't go. That didn't go according to plan. You see, now I've got the top speed, and Bloodhawk is just doing Blood Falcon. Blood Falcon is just doing Blood Falcon things. He's more bloodthirsty than his beautiful counterpart. Ah, I keep hitting the wall ever so slightly and it's just messing me up a bit. See, it makes it a little bit more easier knowing we've got this one. 2 more fallen by the wayside. But yeah, we're getting there now. The gore stuff is doing... The gore is doing much better now. Alright. Onto multiplex. This is actually the Staff Ghost track, by the way. 5 Stingrays to Staff Ghost for this. I just haven't got to that yet. I think, remember, it's like a 215 in time attack. But we're not going to be aiming for 215 around here. We're going to be aiming just to finish. And of course, Pico, being Pico, doesn't know which way he's going most of the time. I didn't get the... What you're really meant to do is make sure you hit one after another so you're in a diagonal line. Unfortunately, I didn't manage that. That was... I don't know what on earth that was all about, but it wasn't good. So, one hit there, I'm doing the track again. One hit there, I'm doing the track again. How far did you go down? Good grief! That was the furthest I've ever seen a rail slide. But Blood Falcon was always Blood Falcon. He was always in trouble. Okay, so we got the Gordon. Spiritual Transport is this one. You stole the prize money from us last time. Now I'm taking it back.
Are you really the boss of a gang of thieves?
Yes, I am! And I've stolen this victory!
I see. Thank you for the interview.
How can you act
That's all
so
for F-Zero
nonchalant?
TV. That's it, everyone. We'll see you at the next Grand Prix.
How can you act so nonchalant about him basically admitting he's a boss of a bunch of thieves? Maybe he's untouchable. Oh no, that's somebody else. Moonlight Outlaw, Samurai Guru. You heard of the phrase, respect your elders? Yeah, something that Gore didn't do. This is why you don't mess about with them. Hey, sheesh. Right, so we've actually done the 4 originals. I say that Gore's actually the best machine out of the 4, followed by Falcon, Fox, and then Goose. Goose is somewhere in its own little scrapyard tier down at the bottom. I'm not even going to touch that machine together until I get to the next cup. Further right now. No, we're not doing it in numerical order. We're carrying on with the rows. This machine is a... We're going to have some issues with this machine, I think. Quick to the point. Jordy! I think I'm still hearing double. Okay, yeah, okay, so it's not, well, yeah, it's not as pronounced as Pico's, but it is there. So, Jody's got the same sort of handling issues that Pico has, which is not really going to help me too much here. Yeah, so we've got the same. Yeah, we've got the same handling problems as Goose. All right, let's see how Split Oval gets on. I think Split Oval and Surface Side will be the problem tracks for me this time around. There will be the problem tracks. Okay, I've been pushed into the pit area, which I shouldn't really be in this first lap. Because whichever way you look at it, that's not the right lane. I'm only going there if I want to go for some overpriced food at a service station, but not when you're in the middle of the race. I mean, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it still wasn't great. How did Pico end up in 4th? It did better than me! It didn't really, but anyway, you get the idea. Anyway, here's the problem track. Probably did. Right, here we go for, what is this? Surface side. This track's going to be... We're going to have a few issues here. That was not one of them. Yeah, it's just like it feels like it's got a load of oversteer. It just does the back, whenever I turn, the back doesn't want to follow. Yeah, this is a problem. I haven't got a lot of energy here. Because I can't take the inside line, it means I am in, well, let's just say this may not end well. Well, that's pretty rubbish, isn't it? Well, I had to on this occasion. I think loop course should be better. How did Pico go from 4th in the last race to absolutely nowhere in 4th at Casino to absolutely nowhere in this one? In the last one, I don't know. Baba causing a few issues again. Well, nothing's really changed on that front, has it? Nothing's really changed on that front, has there? Honestly, I would like to see more people actually streaming F-Zero GX a bit more now. I know we got all the more modern games nowadays, but there's something about the older generation of games that you can't actually take away, and you don't know how much you'll be missing it. You're missing those sort of games until you've actually tried the newer generation, because there's a charm about the older games that can't be replicated with the newer ones. Good thing I didn't spend all my energy just then. Yeah, loop course is not easy for me on this one, especially with White Cat. That was a bit close. I think actually someone crashed out at the end. I think Black Shadow definitely went out just before the finish. You saw how the rival suddenly went on to Gazelle just a moment ago. Yeah, he did. Michael Chain. That was definitely precarious. Oh, I hate it when that happens. This thing is difficult and I don't like it. I messed up. Why is it still... Why is it still doing? I definitely have to learn these machines properly. Yeah, that machine is just strange. At least I got through it. It is such a strange machine, isn't it? It's similar to Goose, but it's not as bad as Goose. At least it's actually got the boost behind it, so yeah, you can actually move forward. But with Goose, you just can't go anywhere with it.
We expect no less from the Galactic Space Federation's Star Racer.
The best in the Federation is the best in the galaxy.
Thank you for the interview. We are all looking forward to seeing
Which
you
version?
in your
No,
next
hold on, I'll
GP
give it a
race.
minute.
And that's all for Adrenaline-Driven F-Zero TV. That's it, everyone. We'll see you at the next Grand Prix.
Now, quick question. Do you prefer the XGX version of Jody, or do you prefer the anime GP Legend continuity of Jody? Which one do you prefer? It's a toughie. The Cosmic, the first of the dance. Anime. Fair. To be honest, no, it doesn't. It looks like what we're seeing in the future. It looks like what we're seeing now, doesn't it? I don't know, but it doesn't. It doesn't represent Jody whatsoever. Well, at least we got Ruby done out the way with Jody. Next. Yeah, hear me out on this. This is actually one of the best non-custom machines in the game. You wouldn't think about it when you're looking at the statistics, but its weight actually helps it out here. And its boost is more powerful than its grade suggests. The character, he's flamboyant, He's arrogant, but all the same, I actually like him because of that personality. So anyway, this is the Iron Tiger. I think you... What the heck? I don't know what I know about that MTRS. I don't know what that MTRS was about, but it was just pretty bad. I didn't do the machine justice though, obviously. Split over time. I tell you what, you need the athletic, you know, to do what Baba just did there. You need insane athleticism, almost like a gymnast's athleticism. That's better. That's a much better MTRS there. Right, onto surface side. My trouble track. I was like, let's race. He goes like, I'll do my moves, and I look, let's race. Bloodhawk! Oh, dear me, you should not be allowed to get away with that. That is just diabolical. The stability of Iron Tiger has really helped it out here at times, just on the lower speed. Especially on the lower speed, it definitely helps him out here. But if you want to go tight, you got to commit early and stay there. That was a time trial tech which I just did there, in order to make the second part much easier. Couldn't quite get that right. Didn't get that right. It's much difficult to do the MTRS on this track because of the curvature. Which is why, given the opportunity and time attack, you would fail at the breakdown finish. Loop crossing out. Let's go for loop cross. Let's have a good time on the loop. Against the fire, the thunder, and the flames. That is known as lightning. That was more on defense than anything else. I had to defend myself against what was Pico. See, I'm having no trouble with the stick there. I'm having no trouble with the shoulder buttons this time, I was nice to see. Ooh. Damn it, that was bad. I hit the wall. I did it too early. That was the issue. That was the issue there. How did Gazelle not actually fly off there? You gotta keep the speed up. No point doing this. No point doing the kill finish, because there is a huge opportunity. There is a big risk of you failing it because of the where it's protected on the start area. If you mess up there, you hit the wall. Your race is over. That's why I don't risk the breakdown finish them. Onto the planks. I don't think I will get onto those machines tonight. It will all be dependent, of course, on how I get on here and my feelings. Okay, I missed the play. Just a bit too that was unfortunate because I did actually get that right, but I didn't do it on the correct mine. I didn't do it on the correct mines. Well, I wanted to do it on the left rather than the right. Oh, I didn't go as well as I didn't go as well as I thought it would. Hi, Iron Tiger done on the first attempt. Nice, and a maximum score. Only the third one I've done so far. So, as I was saying, Iron Tiger is actually a great non-custom machine. And it's also got good advanced tech. So, get those two hand in hand, and you will be flying. See what you did there? I like it. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun when we get there. Also, welcome as well to the chat, by the way, Master. I mean, look at the persona Babo is throwing out.
You look lovely in that tiger print.
You have to be graceful but masculine to get away with a look like this, baby.
I see. Thank you for the interview. And that's all for adrenaline-driven F-Zero TV. That's it, everyone. We'll see you at the next Grand Prix.
What is Baba trying to promote at this point? I mean, it's not anything to do with his body or anything. Honestly. This guy. Now, his movie is a picture. Oh, no peeking. Why no peeking? He is running and doing an epic jump over a puddle. He's trying to stretch at the wall, which you can just touch with your feet. I was holding a boulder with one finger. How's he doing that? Oh. Oh, that's enough of that. Time for a shower. Shower, shower, shower. What's behind this curtain? Oh dear. I mean, you do all that. And then you get embarrassed by... It's not so much that you're training to be a fraud, but it's the fact that you actually just got caught showering like that in the middle of somewhere. That's just what makes it for me. I mean, the guy's got his priorities all mixed up. He's a bit like Hermione Granger in Philosopher's Stone, but we don't talk about the author unless you absolutely want to. For me, I'm indifferent. It's her opinion. She's allowed to review it. We don't necessarily have to agree with her opinion, but it's out there. End of story. Anyway, now on to the next one. Deep Claw. This is a nice machine to race. It is slow, but it handles its balance. When I've done this a few years ago, I felt this was one of the most balanced beginner machines. It is a nice machine to drive, but beyond that, it's a bit simple. But with machines like that, sometimes simple is the best way to go about it. You know, fun fact, in the expansion kit, this actually was a staff goat on one of the tracks. You see how easy that was with Deep Claw, and how balanced that machine was. How balanced it was around the track. It was beautiful. On to split oval. Pirates of the Caribbean, where Will Turner presents what would be Commodore Norrington's sword to the governor. Perfectly balanced. See how perfectly balanced I went? Yeah, catch you the wire, Jack. Still got to do this. Few machines, definitely got to do these few machines though. Hopefully I can try and get a few at least. Well, with 15 minutes on each one, another 4 machines after this. Well, that's the plan anyway. Anyway, surface side is next. Let's go on the surface side. Still feel like this button is sticking quite a bit though. One of the shoulder buttons is definitely sticking still. That machine feels so balanced. That is so balanced. Right, loop cross now. Yeah, that definitely feels a bit slow. Yeah, it's still struggling, I think. Ooh, that was a bit too. That was a bit too much on the shoulder trigger. That was a bit too heavy on the shoulder trigger though. That was too. I was definitely too heavy on the shoulder trigger there. Forgot about that shit booth. I did forget about that. I did forget about that shit booth. Talk about... You know, you could rival me and my puns at the moment, Buster. Yeah, but this machine is so well handled. It's so balanced. It is a bit disadvantageous when it comes to advanced tech, but as a beginner, you can instantly pick up this machine and win. Pick up the game with this machine, and you can win straight off the bat. That's how good a handling machine that's how good the handling is with this thing. Mind you, you still have to put in a bit of work, but once you put in the work, this machine it's so easy to pick up. Excuse me. I do that delivery, so... I'll read that properly in a second. I definitely cut that corner a bit too fine. Did you see how close I cut that? Ah, that's the first time we've been to South as a mod thing. All the way back to the top. All the way back to the top. Very funny. Very good. But yeah, this machine is fantastic. And it comes into its element on these sort of tracks. It's a fantastic machine to play. It's fantastic, and I love that machine. I love it. All right, let's have a look and see what we're getting on the thingamajiggies, shall we?
What would you like to do in the future?
Rescue every octopus in the universe that's in danger of being eaten.
I see. Thank you for the interview. And that's
So,
all for Adrenaline
that's your
Driven
calamaris.
F-Zero TV. That's it, everyone. We'll see you at the next Grand Prix.
I think Optiman is one of the more misunderstood characters. He comes in for the right reasons. He wants to provide for his family and to help his people. That's something you can respect. He has noble reason for being in. He animated in dirty a little bit though. Exuberant posing? What's so exuberant? Guess we'll find out. Oh no. They don't like him! Well, what's that gonna do? What's that gonna do? You're just toying with your audience for all the wrong reasons. Honestly. Before we do anything else, let's go to the shop to see if there's anything which I need to buy. Should get another 200 odd tickets, I think, with that one, I think. Anyway, shopping! Shopping time! There must be one more booth somewhere. Maybe it was. Back to the master time now. Let's see what machine we got next. We've done the claw. We're on the star. Surprisingly, given its stats, this is actually one of the better non-custom machines. I mean, its momentum turbo slide is immense. No, just about made it. Whoops, didn't want to do that. Alright, let's go again and let's do some more on the stars front. Well, that didn't work. That definitely didn't work. I'm in a few problems here. This is not very good. This is not a good start at all. Oh, dear me, you're the star, EAD. So let's go again. Oh, dude. The idea was that the execution wasn't. Just about. This is the reason why you shouldn't really go for the crash out finish on the surface side. Because you can so easily fall off the track before you get to the finish line. Fortunately, I got it right and I was able to get away with it. This is why you need to be calculated when you're doing these things. God, nice. Not a reaction of sort, but something. Yeah. Must be a bit of dirt in the system in the back of my head. Oh God, get in a straight line. Okay, that's not ideal. We're running low on energy to start things off. Even more so now. Okay. Back down on the first tap, that's unusual. Now I'm in a pickle. EAD speed is slow. So there is definitely a button still sticking somewhere. It's definitely sticking. Yeah, I'm definitely having a few problems. Well, we got it done in the end, but goodness me, that was a pain. Alright, multiplex is next. Yeah, there's definitely... I need to clean this controller at some point. Sending slightly too early there. Well, loop cross aside, that went quite well. Who was it that went off anyway? No, it was Queen Meteor, but I don't know how on earth that happened. The only thing I can think of is that she probably fell off somewhere. Wonder what happened though. Yeah, just having to see what happened to the Queen Meteor. Because you can see through these replays what on earth happened to some of the races. As you can see, I didn't hit that mine correctly and I went spinning. Well, not spinning, but clobbering into another one. Which wasn't ideal. Okay, so does she hit a mine? Yeah, she does. At least we now know what happened.
What kind of food do you like?
Italian.
Thank you for the interview. And that's all for adrenaline-driven F-Zero TV.
I would hazard
That's
a
it,
guess.
everyone. We'll see you at the next Grand Prix.
I could swear that EAD is part Mario. Oh, mind you, it makes sense. With the development that was going on at the time, Nintendo EAD. Mm-hmm. Great British Bake Off has nothing compared to this. How are we going to judge it though? Just wanted to look. He looked as if he enjoyed that. Anyway. So many pasta? Unfortunately, I don't quite understand that one. So we've done, how many machines? Have we done 8 so far, haven't we? And we've still got another 22 to go. We've still got quite a lot to go, haven't we? So let's have a look. So far, we've done Jodie, Doctor, Baba, Gore, Pico, Falcon, Ottoman, and EAD as our first 8. Gazelle will be coming up. Little Wyvern's also going to come up at some point as well. They really went all out on this, didn't they? Right, let's do one more machine and then we'll finish up. One more machine to finish. No relation to James McCloud, but no relation to Fox McCloud. This is just a tribute to the Star Fox series more than anything. Yeah, that ability doesn't exist. McCloud started off well. It's getting a bit cold now as well. It feels a bit chilly. I've never done that before. Yeah, the first time I keep forgetting. That was too close after what happened. I just said concussion. No, it wasn't. It wouldn't be concussion. McCloud would be flying out the windowsill and we wouldn't be continuing. That's how bad that was. Big oopsie, but we got through it. Just. Anyway, next. be honest, this machine, it's fine. It's just inoffensive. The boost, I think, is also a bit on the short side. Okay, so we got that one done. Cool, it's definitely having a few moments. Whoa, someone's got pushed. Yeah, this might be a bit of a problem if I actually try and do that route again. So just take the safe route, take the pit. You can always claim your energy back, but you can never regain it after you've got. You can always claim your energy back if you're in the pit area, but if you get caught afterwards, you're in trouble. What? Definitely having a few issues with this one. It may look like it's the same, but honestly, it's still good. It's still fine. We're still good. We're still alive. Onto multiplex. That was a good shift boost, but caught me completely off guard though. Huh? Ah? I don't remember hitting that. Yeah, it's definitely something. I think that button's still sticking a little bit, which isn't good. It's not good, but it's still sticking, and I know it is. But still, good effort, good job. Maximum score. Need to be done.
Chance was smiling on you today.
No, there are no miracles in F-Zero. I earned this victory.
Thanks for your words of enthusiasm, champion. And that's all for adrenaline-driven F-Zero TV. That's it, everyone. We'll see you at the next Grand Prix.
Yeah, he did end that battle, didn't he? Okay.
F-Zero TV.
It's a good answer, actually. I like that answer. Ooh. Now, well, let's have a look at it. Night Fever, James McLeod. There's a sense that something's going to go wrong. See what I mean? Alright, see what I mean? Ugh. Oh well. What happens doesn't he? Went up for a moment and that was it. The game over. And he is probably going to be asking he's going to be probably wondering where all my refunds are going to come from. But that's about it really, isn't it? Ooh. Right. No idea why I'm doing this. I'm just doing it just for the sake of doing it. Where's 83? Doing a bit of a custom machine job. But it does take quite a bit of time to load up these screens. I'm just doing a quick custom viewpoint. Speedy Dragon. So we go look at everything at the moment. Yeah, just square because I'm not really going to be doing that, am I? Anything on the body front? No. There's a body part which I'm missing, surely. Unfortunately so. Doesn't look that way to me. I might be missing a part. That's enough from me for tonight. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I'm carrying on with this tomorrow, so I'll be carrying on from Red Gazelle. I'm hopefully doing a few more machines until we get to hopefully the next row and beyond. Now that I'm up to speed with the Ruby Cup, I should be able to get back to it straight away now and be able to do something good about it. I'm thinking about doing every machine as one cup, so I'm going to be splitting each one. So each day is Ruby Day, Sapphire, Emerald, Diamond, and then AX. All machines will be done into the order. No, to put it simply, I'll be doing all the machines with all the cups, but each one will be split over a number of days. So whenever I've done Ruby, I'll move on to Sapphire, Sapphire then to Emerald. You get the idea until we've done all the machines. So tomorrow I'm carrying on with the Ruby stuff, starting with Red Gazelle and then moving across to the right and then going to the next row. Tomorrow, I've already explained about tomorrow. If you have enjoyed today, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and select all if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're watching on Twitch, please do consider following me so you get notified whenever I go live. Hopefully we have something a little bit more special when we're going on to the other racing games. But playing GX again is definitely a lot more fun than I anticipated. It's been a long time, been over 5 years since I last played it. But I'm glad I'm starting to pick it back up again. So 7:15, I'll be carrying on with the Ruby Masterclass with more machines. We've done 9 out of the X machines, but we still got another 21 to go. So tomorrow 7:15, we're carrying on with that. And until then, good night.